everybody, it's Chris, GearNoir at tsc.com. Back with you for my Monday shave video. Glorious day of all days. Today is my 400th open blade shave. I'm going to be accomplishing that with this little guy, king of the open blades in my den, Feather SS. It's got a very well used Feather Pro blade in there, and it's going to be passing off the baton for a while. More on that during the shave, at least towards the end of it. I'm just going to get started here. Don't want to bore anybody. So nothing really special for the shave today. We're just going to go a little bit semi-new, old stock barbershop shave here, new old school. I got my CBL Barbershop. Haven't brought this guy out in a little while. It was the synth that hooked me, really, on CBL products, and one that I kind of asked for, even though Chris was probably planning on doing one anyway. But got my Yaqi Familia. It's a 24 millimeter synthetic knot. Just gonna load it up here. I've gotten some really great mail calls in the last month's time, and a lot of you have been waiting to see this big one that I've kind of been teasing at, so that'll happen today. That's what the Feather will be passing off the torch to for a little while. I think that should be enough. Hopefully, we'll see. But I've gotten soaps, new soaps to try out, new brushes. I've been able to send some stuff out too and continue the love at TSC. Gotten a ton of new members. We're at about 270, something like that, or 269 right now. Still approaching that 300 mark. It's exciting. A lot of fun new guys that are sticking around and interacting. But in terms of shaving stuff, it's been a good start to the year for me. In terms of not shaving stuff, it's been getting back into the grind after the holidays. I think that'll be really nice. Too a little thick for the next passes, which is good. Feather SS, 400th open blade shave. Hopefully there won't be bloodshed, and then it'll actually look like I know what I'm doing. But we've got our upward basketball program that's been started up. Games start up soon. I can't remember if it's this week or next week. That's at my work, our church. It's like a values and faith-based kind of basketball league for kids that are up through, I want to say junior high age, something like that. It's like kindergarten to 8th grade, I think. Something like that. That's back in full swing, which means practices Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sunday nights. And then there's going to be games on Fridays and Saturdays. They give them a couple weeks of just practice and then the games start up. They have like a little, I think they do it by age brackets. Obviously, they're not going to set a bunch of kindergartners against 8th graders. Teaching them the basics and teamwork. Good stuff. Everybody that does it is pretty much a volunteer. So, I mean, it's like 10 weeks of hours and hours for practice and games. A big effort. A lot of work, a lot of fun. You can tell from my voice probably. I've been, haven't succumbed yet, but I've been fighting off the crud. I've had a lingering cough for like the last week probably. I don't know if it's not lingering, it's just I've had a minor cough for the last week. Just a real dry cough and kind of sore throat and just a tad. And dryness in the mouth. So I've been drinking lots of water, lots of warm and hot beverages, coffee and tea, and seems to be helping. Keeping up with my daily allergy medications just in case it's something from that. So I haven't had to resort to anything else yet, thankfully. So why am I going to be putting down the open blades for a little while? That's a great question. I don't know. I kind of feel like I've plateaued. I've become comfortable with my technique. I won't be putting them aside forever, but lately I've just been kind of more looking forward to my normal razor shaves, non-open blade. Nothing to do with because it's easier or anything, or less concentration. But 400 is a good number. I think I've averaged about 150 or so, a little over, somewhere between 150 and 100 a year. I want to say probably more than that. In fact, I can't quite remember now. It's been over 100 a year, I know that. It doesn't seem like a lot, it's a lot, not a lot. But, I mean, considering that there's over 300 days in a year, I'm just guessing. I don't have a good memory for those things. So, it's time for a change. And I'll pick them back up randomly, but not going to be so worried anymore about trying to get to a goal. So the next goal, 500, will be easy going, right? Let me clean off this real quick. Do still have to take care of it. Lasted me this long, hopefully it'll last me way longer. All right, here we go, gents. Descending from on high. I joined the Brotherhood of the Vector. I got a great deal on this from Mr. Larry at Shaven Cadre, and it's got some distinguishing marks which helped me get it for a little bit less expensive. They're running almost $200 now, but I got it for cheaper. It's got a Feather Pro in there. I've been using it just the last couple days since I got it for my Against the Grain passes, just to check it out. It's got an edge to it, but it's still pretty smooth shave, and at least on my cheeks, man, it does a really awesome job. So I'm getting used to it, getting accustomed to it. I like it. I had said in my thread when I started looking that the Brass General version 1 was kind of one of my go-tos, and then I had mentioned that I was interested in that one, or maybe a stainless steel General, or above the tie SE1, which is like, I guess, a little bit more aggressive of a General, same kind of design. But this offer came up from good Sir Larry, and I just couldn't let it go. So we worked the deal out, and I've been enjoying it, that's for sure. I haven't taken it on a full shave yet, just because I've been trying to finish up the 400 open blade shaves goal, but that'll be starting tomorrow. It's definitely got a little bit of blade feel to it, more than the General, the version 1. But still manages to be smooth, as long as you keep a decent angle on it. And it just melts whiskers. Most expensive thing in my den. Holy smokes. I'm happy to have it. It is the polished version. At some point I'm probably going to want the stand for it. Just because I don't want to necessarily house it with my other stuff that's banging around. I'm going to try to keep it looking nice for a little while. I think this will be my last razor purchase for a long time. Did I get any last year? Except for the pass box. Yes, I got the open comb. The new, I think, did I get the injector last year? I think I got the injector last year. And the open comb game changer. So, which is a lot of razors. I traded for some of those things, but yeah, I got rid of the supply injector. That's what it was. That's what gave me the Schick M and the new open comb, the long comb. So, but I think for this year, no more razors. starting to get to fragrances more. There's a couple I really have my eye on. And I kind of skipped over brushes for the time being. Between the first anniversary that Eric did and my synthetics that I've accumulated, I'm pretty happy with that collection. Soaps, there's a couple I want. Aftershaves, I'm not so hot on anymore. As long as I've got witch hazel and something that smells decent, and if I don't have a fragrance I'm wearing, lasts a little while, and I'm happy with that. Alright, there it is. Blackland Vector in all its glory. Polished version. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, give me a quick minute, I'm going to do some cleanup. There we go. Man, just reflecting over that last pass. Awesome. Awesome razor. Did a little bit of lather soak, cleaned up my stuff, got some generic witch hazel, and now I'm going to be doing a little pour of Thayer's Medicated right there. Congratulations, Spider, on stocking up for the rest of his life. Stuff is now discontinued, officially, according to Thayer's. They've got their gentleman's line in gear, their regular toners. So Thayer's Medicated is no more. I'm going to finish off with some skin bracer here. Unfortunately not the vintage, but still awesome stuff. Yeah. So come join us at the Shaving Cadre. Tons of stuff going on. We got pass arounds going on. Latest buzz has really been all about the what is it? The classic shaving or something like that. The Enoch razor and the Huron razors kind of been sneaking in there too. Not as much about that. Most people have been interested in the Enoch, but a lot of good things that people are saying, and some not so good things. Like any other razor, people have their preferences on what feels good and what gives a good shave for them. But there's a pass around going on. You do have to be a member for a while and have a certain number of posts. But don't be afraid to join in. Check out what people are saying. And what is it? Cleaning crud off one of my atomizers here. And we've got a 3017 Piff from Dave in Kentucky that we're anxious to see how long he hangs in there, or if he finishes the puck. I think he's going to finish the puck. He's on a roll right now. He's at like 15, 16, 18 something shaves, and he's barely used up any of it. So it's going to be a long 3017, but I think he's going to make it. I think so. We're going to finish up with an atomizer of Guerlain Vetiver. I just got a huge bottle of this stuff. What is it, like 6 ounces or something like that. Heck of a lot. It'll last me the rest of my life, but it's dang good stuff. Anyway, join us. theshavingcadre.com. Tons of good, genuine folks there. I want to talk to you, want to see how you're doing, see what you're shaving with, see what kind of coffee you drink, what kind of fountain pens you're using, and just banter back and forth. Really good place. Generous folks, kind folks. That's where you'll find me most days. if I'm hanging around online somewhere. Anyway, Chris, GearNoir, signing off. Wave bye-bye, Feather. Bye-bye. Hello, Vector. Hello. Anyway, have a great week, guys. I'll catch you on the pages. Bye. All right, as promised, the doggies of the clan. There's Beauty, our shepherd, and we think collie mix. Nice medium-sized doggy. Loves to hide out in her little hidey hole there. And there's Napoli hanging out, the old lady. They all have little hiding places. Hey, Napoli. Another good medium-sized dog, boxer lab retriever mix. And here's Nohea. Nohea. The new lady. Mrs. attached at the hip. Our dachshund. Yeah. How's he going? What's going on in there? Say hi to everybody. Hi, Nohea. Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5. She's not into performing. She loves to climb on stuff though. Super energetic. We tried crating her up with the one of the older dogs to help relieve some of her separation anxiety. She has a lot of it. She's an escape artist if you let her be. But that seemed to work. Nobody died. So there's that. That's the family, the doggy family. All right.